no! Oh my god! Oh my freaking god! Oh man! Moffat! Wow, nice to see you back to your prime. Jesus! This intro! Oh my god, holy shit! This was awesome! Wow! So, obviously you can tell I'm gushing over the premiere of Series 9 of Doctor Who, and yes, I will be doing episode reviews of Doctor Who from, for the rest of Series 9, and of course the Christmas special, blah. And yeah, I just finished watching the episode, and yes, there will be spoilers in this review, so if you do not want to be spoiled, if you don't want to be spoiled in this review, because I will be dropping spoilers, I would suggest backing out now, or hit the back button, or, pause this and go watch the episode, and then come back and you can hear me fangasm throughout the entire episode. Because I literally, after the episode premiered, I watched the episodes that premiered, and now I'm talking about it now. So, yeah. Let's talk about The Magician's Apprentice, which has nothing to do about magicians. So, here we go. I'll give you guys a few seconds to back out. Okay, so if you're still here, I'm going to assume either you want to be spoiled or you already saw the episode. So, here we go. Well, for starters, Davros is back. Yeah, Davros, holy shit, we kind of all pieced this together, if you saw the Doctor's Meditation prequel, which was pretty good, it was pretty fun, but, yeah, the whole thing with that, and then he talks about a war, and the Sisterhood of Karn, yeah, they're back, from the Brain of Morbius and Night of the Doctor, they're back, and yeah, they talk about how his greatest enemy's servants have been seeking him throughout the galaxy. So we all kind of assumed it was Davros, but that intro of the laser biplanes gunning down people, then you see a person with a bow and arrow fighting, and you kind of get the sense of, wait, I've seen this before, in an episode called Genesis of the Daleks. And yeah, there's a little boy there who the Doctor's trying to save, and I was thinking to myself, oh, it can't be. There's no way, Moffat right out the gate would use, my name is Davros. Holy shit! Yeah, so the Doctor is put in a position where, he encountered, Davros as a child on Skaro. And yeah, this episode, it's just hit after hit after hit. We get the return of Missy as well, the Master. We get the return of the Master, and she just shows up just completely out of nowhere. And I actually kind of like that because they actually make fun of it. I love how in the episode where the part of the episode where she premieres, she basically freezes the entire sky. And she more or less sends a message to Unit saying, hey, I'm back, don't question it, because it's been, don't question it, I've done this before. Literally, hearkening back to all the times the Master just somehow survived a situation that seemed just impossible to survive. So I love how it's, how self-aware that scene is. So yeah, Missy's back. And I love the interesting conversation between her and Clara. Also, Clara has just suddenly become from companion to general, I guess. That just suddenly happened. But anyway, yeah. So with Clara, she goes to have a conversation with Missy, and I actually like it, because apparently, Missy has the Doctor's last will. And they're both trying to find the Doctor. And they find him in Wessex, which, by the way, I love his intro. He's basically playing a guitar solo on top of a tank in 11th century Wessex. And he's playing in the middle of this Colosseum, playing on the guitar, and yeah, I literally shouted at my TV, Doctor! Witness me! God, I need a life. Yeah, also, I love how the Doctor I love how the Doctor also introduced Dude several centuries early. That was hilarious. So you've got literally so much in here, and god damn. God, I could go on and on about this episode. But I'm just going to talk about certain highlights rather than just ramble on and on, as you can probably tell. But yeah, I love the Doctor's intro. Also, I'm pretty freaking convinced that, Peter Capaldi just walked in on set in the pajamas and torn up white t-shirt and sunglasses, was like, I'm here, let's start shooting. Give me the coat. I feel like he just walked in and Moffat was just, and everyone on the set was just like, yeah, let's shoot. I have the strangest feeling that is how it went down. But yeah, getting back to this, yeah, Davros is back. You see Davros. They don't play it up, they don't show like, oh, it's in the last few scenes. No, you see him like 10 minutes into the episode, and I think it's the same actor as it was in The Stolen Earth and Journey's End. I could be wrong, but I think it's the same actor. Could be wrong. But yeah, Davros is quote-unquote dying. Yeah, because that story has been done before. Seriously, it's really fucking hard to kill Davros. Because every time you think he's dead, he ain't dead. Again, this is a guy who is really freaking hard to kill. Same as the Master. So when they said, oh, Davros is dying, I was like, until they bring him back in the next season. Or further on. But yeah, I was really surprised that, I'm surprised that, Moffat first brings back the Master in last season, and then right out of the gate in the first season, in season 9, he brings back Davros as the main villain for the two-parter. And I just can't help but think that, Russell T Davies is watching this and be like, come crawling back to my ideas, aren't you, Moffat? I just have this weird feeling that Russell T Davies is just off somewhere in Cardiff going, good. Anyway. So, among other things, we also get the return of Skaro. Yeah, even though, yeah, we did see Skaro in Asylum of the Daleks, but it was all broken down and probably just remnants of the Time War. And Matt Smith's Doctor didn't seem scared of it. But then, boom! You just hear the panic in Capaldi's voice when he's back, realizes he's back on Skaro. Even the Master is terrified of that Skaro is reborn. And it's really interesting, too. It's really cool. It's a really cool scene of when they finally, reveal Skaro and they play the classic Dalek theme. Oh, that was so cool. Speaking of this, I feel like Stephen Moffat looked at Asylum of the Daleks and was literally like, yeah, I really meant... Because Asylum is such a wonky episode, and I find faults with it every time. I feel like Moffat went back and looked at Asylum and went, you know what? I'm going to do this again, but I'm going to do it better. Because it literally has all the points of Asylum, where you see classic Daleks. Hell, Missy and Clara see a Generation 1 Dalek, and you even see Daleks from, the second Doctor era, the fourth Doctor. You even see the big canon Dalek from Remembrance. Yeah! And they're moving, too! It's not like, in the previous, in Asylum where, oh, you have to, spot the Dalek. And here, it's like, yeah, you can clearly see them. You can clearly see the Daleks here. So yeah, I just feel like Moffat looked back at Asylum and was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this better. It's like doing a rewrite on Asylum. That's what I feel like the idea is here. Also, let's talk about, just real quick, the snake guy. I can't pronounce his name. It's something Clan. But was anyone else thinking of the Mara when he showed up? No, seriously, I can't be the only one thinking that was a reference to the Mara, of the whole snake thing. Yeah, I can't be the only one thinking, when he first showed up, he's like, where is the Doctor? And he starts making that, he turns into a giant snake, and you see in the shadow, I was like, was that the Mara? Oh, it's somebody else, whatever. Oh yeah, we also get the return of the Shadow Proclamation. Haven't seen those guys in a while, haven't we? Yeah, as you can tell, I'm just firing on all cylinders, especially that ending, where I was just like, holy shit. And it makes me wonder in the second episode, are they going to kill off the Daleks for good? To which my brain suddenly said, shut up, no. Because then BBC, if they don't, because for those who don't know, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys do, the Daleks aren't officially owned by BBC. And to keep the rights, to keep the rights to the Daleks, they have to use them once every season of Doctor Who, or else they'll lose the rights, and then we lose a very important part of Doctor Who. It's not like with the Cybermen and the Master and the other characters where you can use them wherever of the new series. You have to use the Daleks in every season, or didn't use them this time? Oh, they're back. They revert back to, oh man, what's his name? The original creator of the Daleks of the episode from way back in William Hartnell's era. Oh my god, I feel so bad that I'm forgetting his name. Anyway, so as you can obviously tell, I absolutely freaking love this episode. There was so much here. You got the Master, Davros, the Daleks of every era. You've got so much in here. And I love the conversation between the Doctor and the Doctor and Davros, where he pretty much, the Doctor was responsible for creating Davros. He was responsible for teaching that boy at such a young age to hate. He taught that boy, so much rage and pain at a young age. And I love I absolutely love Capaldi when he drops to his knees begging Davros, and Davros is just like, this is my best victory ever. There is no way you can beat me at this point without killing me. And it looks like, yeah, the Doctor might actually do that. Anyway, so this episode, right out the gate, season 9 looks like it's going to be freaking awesome, and I can't wait for the second part. And also, I think the two-parters are probably going to work better because, it gives Moffat more of a chance to, really branch out. And a lot of his best episodes are two-parters, aren't they? So, I feel like, this was probably for the best rather than doing one-and-done episodes. And, all in all, really love this intro. So you guys tell me, what did you guys think of this Season 9 opener? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? And where do you think the show's going to go from here on out? Anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.